Hello everyone, welcome back to the project where we are doing in Python called the calculator, and this is lesson 3 of the project. So let's go over the learning objectives first. So the goal of this lesson is for us to understand how we can iterate over a string with the use of a range. So last lesson we did that, we iterated over a string, but we did not make use of the inbuilt Python range function. And we also this lesson we want to basically know how we can validate a user's input with more complex set of conditions using list methods, conditional statements, and string methods in Python. All right, let's move to the hints. So remember from last time that a string in Python can be treated like a list of characters. We can iterate over a string using a for loop with the range, which basically allows us to easily access the previous or the next character. Okay, I'll show you guys a little example that I already have. So again, we have a variable name and we have my favorite soccer team, Barcelona. And we are going to iterate over the name and basically using the range function this time. So when I run it, it will do that. It will print Barcelona. Now I can do the same thing with my second least favorite team, Chelsea, and it should do the same thing. It should iterate over the string and print Chelsea. So, but this time we're using the range function. Just to note out something, when we use the range function, we have to put the name of the variable here, and we have to put the variable here. For example, I would go in the square brackets here. So we can basically go over each index in this name. Okay, next, we can use the list method like count to check if a character exists in a list. Okay, let's do an easy example to relate it to that. So let's make a list. Um, let's call it letters list equals, and let's make a quick list. Just gonna copy this, Control C. Okay, and then I'll just change this to P. Now to do that, I will use an if statement, and I will go if letter list dot count, and I want to find see if there is the letter C in our list. And if it is in our list, oops, then I want to print it is in the list. And we'll put a comma after. And the next, if it's not in the list, we want to tell them that it's not in the list. So as we can see, the letter C is in the list. So it should print it is in the list. Okay, let's see if we have the letter A in the list. A is in the list. Now let's see if we have the letter R in the list. So R is not in the list, as we can also see from here. Let's go back to the lesson. And the last hint is that we can use the isDigit inbuilt Python function to check if a character is a string. Let's do an example with that. Let's have a variable number equals to, oh, let's go 303. It's a good number. We want to do a, oh, let's check valid digit equals number dot is, let's see if I can find here, digit print, and we want to print to see if it's true or false. So we're going to print a variable valid digit. Okay, so as we can see here, that number 303 is all digits. There is no letters. And we're basically storing our true or false, invalid digit, and we will print it out to see. So this should print out true because all the letters, all the numbers, and everything in the string is a number. Now let's say we do 3A3, so now we have a letter. So they're not all digits, so it should print out false. So let's run it again. So it prints out false. All right, let's go back here. So here is the explanation for you guys that you guys will be following to do the code. And at the bottom, we have some multiple choice questions. So what does the code I in range 0 to len choice do in the program? And the second question is, what does the code and a list of bunch of operations count choice 2 in the program? At the end, here are some helpful resources for you guys. If you guys get stuck somewhere, if you guys need help, I would consider you guys to check out these resources. This was everything from this lesson. Have a wonderful time, and then I'll see you guys in the next week. Bye.